Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. I guess friends ain't be dropping gems. Always keep it genuine. Knowledge, power, and some funny. Every week, every Monday. Pure, real, and honest. Tap in, leave a comment. You're tuning in to Mattie Mondays.
All right, here we go. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mattie B, and we are back around another 7 days for another Mattie Mondays. I see you guys are already in the comments. As you see titled tonight, we are going to talk about motivation, the act of motivating. And you guys are a huge part of my motivation. So let's start off in these comments where you guys are already active and live, giving me the energy that I need, so need right now. We got Mama Mattie in the building. We already knowing. Hey, Mom. Chev in the building. Showing love back to Mama Mattie. C.Styles, Crystal in the building. What's going on? Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday, Chev. Lena in the building. What's up? What's up? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What's good? Thank you for popping in here. Happy Monday. Let's go. All right, guys. So before we get rolling, I'm going to go ahead and give you an assignment so you guys can start thinking and have time to get to a moment to type in. Twin, what's up? How did I not say Twin in the building? You will hear Twin's name a lot tonight. But before we get rolling, tonight I am going to be asking, in what areas are you finding yourself needing more motivation in this moment? And a two-part. The second part is, what are some things that you might have in you, if it so exists in the moment, to motivate others in this room, in this space, while we are here gathered in real time. So again, what areas are you finding yourself needing a little bit more motivation? And be ready to share anything that you think can be helpful and motivating to somebody else in this space, or somebody that captures and catches this episode a little later down the road. Musician Tailors in the building. What up, what up? All right. So again, tonight we're going to be talking about motivation. You guys already know I got some cards to pop up there. And just a little bit, I'm not going to keep you long, but just a little bit transparency, which is how you guys know we rock here at Mattie Mondays, on the space, the energy, the moment in time. And I love to see how we all are kind of aligned, and just to get your feedback on how you're feeling and ways that you are continuing to move about, push through, and tackle your goals and responsibilities. To start, I'm going to take a moment and just say the word. It was one that was super heavy on my mind, but breathe. I don't know what your day has been like, your weekend, the month of August, guys. We are almost through the month of August. How is that possible? But this time is steady rolling. 2024 has definitely been action-packed, and the time, once it started rolling downhill, it has not stopped. But breathe. Just that word allows for me, and in spaces that I've shared with others, for room to catch up and give yourself permission to just get into flow. All right, so I have a few things to share before we get into the message and the talk. I have a really special thing to share that I am trying so desperately last minute to get loaded up here on my command center. But hopefully I can get that treat together for you guys before we depart. But this weekend has been a great one. Of course, requires a lot of energy, showing up, staying on top of things. But I've had a great week leading up into this Monday, into today, even today included. But one of those special days this past week was a content day with one of my collectives, one of my groups. 3+1. So shout out to musician Tailors, to Twin, Grinding Entertainment, Chevy, for giving us another push to make that day happen. It was an awesome time, a lot of fun with the fellas. I have a picture that I loaded up that I want to share, just to get just a small little vibe of the night. Twin, shout out to Twin. You did an amazing job setting up the space, preparing the space at Grinding Entertainment or Grinding ENT for us to come shoot content, to come vibe out, to come hear our records played back, and just home away from home studio for me. But these are the guys pictured, and myself, 3+1, myself, Kato Dupree, Clef, Sid, then Clef, Cedric Lamar. Shout out to the fellas. Thank you guys for pushing up, for rocking out. It was a ton of fun. Great chemistry, great vibes. You guys know I got several different teams, but we are intact and locked in for a reason. We got some great music. Currently out with 3+1. Hair Down is a record that you can go stream right now today, as well as Country Road. And I have shared those records here on the platform. But for those of you who are new or just capturing Mattie Mondays, catching this episode, you can check those records out streaming on all major platforms. So shout out to Twin, Chevy, musician Tailors, 3+1, the guys. A great day. You can follow us at 3+1 Music Group on Instagram to keep up with all the content that'll be rolling out. And yeah, man, just to watch how we grow. So that was a really dope moment that I was able to exist in. What up? We got John Woo in the building. Let's go. John, I can see Woo, I can see you smiling. Even though you don't be smiling in pictures, I can see you smiling right now. Thank you for sliding through here. Natalia, what's good? I was looking for you, friend. I wasn't gonna call you out, but it is always great to see you here in this space, to see all y'all here in this space. Yes. Hey, here we go. There we go. Love from Twin the Woo in the building. Yes, again, if you're just now joining, I'm doing a quick recap. You guys know how we do. Before we get into the word, the message of the day, which is motivation, is what we're gonna get into. And what I asked the Mattie Monday crew to do when we first got into the room is to think about an area where you're kind of needing some motivation right now. Again, let me pop this thing up here from the control center. I made note in the flyer in the theme of today that a lot of times we talk about and we share things that we need ourselves. And we're always transparent. You guys have helped us curate and create a space that's super comfortable and just honest. And I'm definitely in a space where I've been rolling and running, but I'm needing more energy, more fuel, more motivation to keep pushing. You guys know I will not stop, but motivation is needed in moments, boost, rest, recovery. So I want to know for you guys as I go forward and share, what are some areas that you can stand to use some motivation in right now in this moment? And then the second part is what are some things that you could share with the room to help motivate them, or that you think that maybe will be beneficial for everybody to keep in mind as we continue to move through and thrive through the rest of this year, and even short term, the rest of this week. For sure. I can't wait for it to pop up. All good. You hear, my friend. Thank you so much. Another word that I shared, if you're just now joining us, is breathe. I know just from conversations with friends, with family, this is a moment in time where a lot of us are overwhelmed in different spaces, work, personal, mental health. So breathe was just a word that was on my heart, that I wanted to share. A lot of times when that word is said, when it's spoken, it allows your body to react and just kind of slow things down. All right. So let's rock. Again, be thinking about that. What areas can you use some motivation in? And if you have a little tidbit for the room, for the team, for the group, share it with us. Drop it on us. All right. Another special moment this week that I wanted to share, or from last week, but that connects with a team member from this week, Kato Dupree. I share with you guys his record that is out. Let me pop that up there. Good times. And again, just shooting for the moment. It's just about being with your friends and family, your community, and showing love. And I wanted to share the recap video that we just dropped. It was a great time. Again, twin Chevy Crystal, we all pushed up to go support and be a part of that moment with him and King Drewski, the fellas 3+1. Yeah, it was a good time out in the sun by the poolside. And here's the recap. Shout out to Twin for the amazing footage that he captured that I was able to mesh with my own and bring to Kato and the fellas a recap video. So let me find that, get that up there, and we will continue to get this show on the road. All right, I'm gonna hit it, guys. I think this is the one.
So, what would you say to someone who will eventually find?
Here we go.
DJ Cool. Got my people.
Man, we down in the good old Griffin, baby, my hometown. And my dog Elway, man, we shooting the video. Good time video, man, featuring King Drewski, produced by DJ Cool. Got my folks out here, man. That's what the song about. It's the whole project about, man, about life and enjoying your people. People around you, the people you love, loving and being.
Look, life ain't fair, but it's what you make it. Pushing P, that's peace and patience. You can cry about pie or just go bake it. No more room, all the seats are taken by people adjacent, sitting next to me, are ones that bring out the best in me.
All right, so that was our moment in a nutshell on set with Kato Dupree for the Good Times video, shot by DJ Century. Really, really motivating young man doing his thing. Got a studio down in Griffin. He shoots. He was retired. He came out of retirement for his friend Kato, but dope producer, engineer, all around great creative, and a cool kid. So shout out to DJ Cent for all that you do, brother. As a young man, still motivating everybody around you. And definitely came up under the cream team. All right. Jay Shine in the building. What's good, my brother? Good to see you in the space. Yes, twin on the camera. Twin, you've been doing your thing, brother. You've been doing your thing. Twin definitely stepped in for us. Thank you for that as well. Last week on Content Day for 3+1. Chev on the playback and the details of just setting up the space and the shot. So thank you, gentlemen, for always coming through and showing up in whatever way you are needed. Like, no questions asked. So I do truly appreciate that. All right, guys, so let's get into it. All right, if you are just now joining us, yes, right back at you. If you are just now joining us tonight, we are just talking quickly and briefly about just motivation. I have an assignment for you when it's time to just let us know where you might be finding yourself in need of a little bit motivation in this moment. If that's the case. And then also, second part is if there's something that you can offer to anyone in this space currently, or that might capture this video at a later date, something that you think can help to keep them motivated, please feel free to share that when that time comes. Oh, I think I'm going to be able to have our treat prepared by the time. All right, bet. So let's get into it. I'm Mattie B, aka Preacher Mattie, aka Mattie Ministries. But let's get this up here on the screen to guide our conversation. All right, boom. All right, so what is motivation? Motivation is that internal energy that drives us to act and pursue our goals and objectives. And sometimes that energy level is a little low. Sometimes it's super high and we're spilling over. But it's the internal energy that drives us to act and pursue our goals and objectives. It's like an emotional impulse that encourages us to strive, persist, and overcome obstacles in pursuit of what we desire. For example, getting up and making sure I was here tonight, prepared and pushing through. Motivation can arise from different sources, such as the desire for success, passion for something that excites us, or the pursuit of personal satisfaction. When we are motivated, we find purpose and meaning in our actions and we feel inspired to give our best. Motivation helps us overcome procrastination and propels us towards achievement and personal growth. All right, so in a nutshell, motivation that I pull from that for me is internal drive. Again, it's a lot going on in this world around us and our families and our friends, lives and interaction, our team members at work, internally. So I wanted to address it. Again, always transparency is so easy to be and to do here on this platform here at Mattie Mondays. Well, we do music in different ways, but we are real and we capture the things that matter, inside and outside and around music and arts and creativity. And we're human first. No pun intended. We might have something special for you guys a little later, but we are human first. And these are conversations that are needed inside of the industry and inside of our communities. So again, motivation, a big key, for me, and something that I wanted to share is that I found myself even in hitting these different events, getting things done. I found myself in moments of the day, in moments of the week, feeling like I'm walking through like literally quicksand, and jump starting my motivation. Even in having things sitting in front of me, it's like an extra um, need that is required for me to push through. And I think a lot of times it's hard to accept that that's even a feeling that we're having or that I'm having personally, like having to fight to do things that I know I'm passionate about. I know I have the skill to do. I know I have assignments to do, but it's just not coming as easily as it does and has in other moments. And it could be, fatigue, out layers of stress and all of those things that are causing it. But it's definitely a feeling that is hard to accept. But in that, a big word that continues, beautiful friends, family, friends that hit me up just before this live, just doing a mental health check-in, and using the word grace, in my family conversations, just using that word grace. That has been a big one for me, to allow myself, even when it feels like sometimes I'm being lethargic, or tasks are taking me longer than they usually do, or feeling lazy, even though I know I'm getting things done. I'm learning to give myself grace. And at times, in moments, we really do need time to recharge. Like, things will be there. They're going to wait on us. And I know there are exceptions to the rule, that we have deadlines, we have work. I understand those things, but where time allows and where the exceptions allow, grace. I think grace is a big key to this moment in time, for all of the things that we're dealing with, that you guys are dealing with, that you're going through. Allowing yourself time to walk through it, to work through it, allowing yourself time to complete things and accomplish things, and allowing yourself time and grace to reset and truly recharge. And I think that's a big part of when we hit these walls, where our motivation is down and our energy is down, is we might take sometimes some blocks and some windows, and I definitely am speaking for myself. um we might feel like we're taking some moments, but it's not truly getting away. We might be sitting still, but our minds are still running, which is still depleting us. So even giving ourselves grace to truly step away, find something else that is outside of work, outside of having to meet a quota or target. And a huge one my mom shared with me yesterday, and thank you, Mom, for this, but taking time to focus on someone else other than ourselves. I think that is was a huge gem. I think that is a great way for us to, and I don't mean like in a taxing way, but just to show love, to show support, to give some energy and support and help to others that might be working on a task or that just need you to be present. I think that is actually a super great way to help to give ourselves grace, reset, and time away from what we have going on, and giving that energy to somebody else. So thank you, Mom, for that, Jim. I thought that was great when I want to make sure that I shared that. And again, doing something fun and just non-work related to allow yourself to truly recharge and turn your mind off from the things that are depleting us or depleting you. All right, so I'm coming back to my request from you guys. What are some areas in this moment that you can use some motivation? For me specifically, is staying on top of all of this content that I have. And it's even less of a daunting task for me because I know at times it's like, oh, I don't want to do it. But I'm not even in that space in this moment. It's just I'm in a space where it's like I am tired. I am fighting to stay motivated. So what are some areas that you guys are finding that you can use it in? Even for me in writing, loading up this mic, sitting still, and allowing a flow, spirit to flow through me, how these songs just kind of come from me, like breathing, but even that process is slowed up. So that's another area that I'm in need to recharge and reset. Let me know what you guys and how it looks your way. Let me see. All right, Natalia, thank you. Look, was on it. All right, so Natalia shares, trying to find motivation in all pieces of life, mainly work, heard that mentally, physically. And a friend today, shout out to Brooke, for getting me together, becoming a part of the team. Thank you so much. Yes, we're gonna keep working in that area. You are definitely a huge piece of motivation in that area, so we appreciate you, Team Mattie B. But having someone else to kind of come on board to help is huge too, and I could feel you on that. All areas of life, and work being a main one for myself. And we're going to talk about some ways. We're going to talk through some ways to what not just you guys sharing, but just some ways to help each other to be motivated, in ways that we can again approach these areas where we need to be reset and recharged. And no, you good for getting on top of that. Twin shares, I need motivation to find other ways to work out without cardio. Okay. Ways that keep me motivated in other ways. I have a dry erase mark I use to leave messages and Bible verses on my mirror. Dope. All right, so Twin, you're speaking to the physical in this moment. Staying on top of your physical health. Okay, dope. And I think that is a beautiful way to leave messages for yourself. I think it's a powerful way, writing them down, leaving a message in places that you'll find them and you'll see them daily. My sister Crystal does an excellent job of that. And she's done it for years, like having messages on the mirror to continue to inspire herself to wake up to every day. Having them on your phone back screen, computer back screens. Yeah, that is a great one, Twin. Thank you for sharing that. I know a big one for me too, and I know most of us on this page, and even if you don't, it's all good. But a big one for me is being intentional with God and really truly stopping and praying and asking him for motivation. Like just that simple. What is the verse? We had Bible study, shout out to London Elixir last week, but we have not because we ask not. And I think a huge part of this moment is accepting and allowing the reality of, like, it's okay to simplify things, like this, like asking God or your creator who you believe in for what you need, even if it's as simple as, hey, I need some motivation to finish this task. Hey, I need an idea to recharge. Hey, I need whatever, the things that we think might be minute but we're really struggling with. Like, remember that in my belief, it's okay to ask for help in those areas. All right, Mama Mattie shares, completing simple tasks and organization. I feel you on that. So that's the area, Mama Maddie's area, that she can use some motivation in. It's completing simple tasks and being organized, getting organized, staying organized. I can understand that for sure. I know you do it. I know in moments I fall short, but to speak the obvious, and sometimes we just need a reminder. I know a big one for that is just writing out, our tasks of what we need to accomplish, and maybe even lessening the amount of things that we put on the list. If that feels overwhelming, maybe if it could just be 2 things a day, because I know you're having to get up, go to work, so there's your half of your day gone, or more. So maybe the task list is too big, for the second half of your day. Maybe 1 or 2 things is okay to accomplish, or 1 thing is okay to accomplish daily, versus a list of 10 and you come home looking at it every day and you're so overwhelmed that nothing gets done. Maybe just having 1 a day and you accomplish 5 tasks throughout the week, is more efficient and okay. On the front end, it feels like we're not getting more done, but the reality, and I know we can all relate, is that it can be so overwhelming that nothing gets done, and this is just the overload, and you find yourself standing still. So thank you for sharing that, Mom. All right, and I know a lot of us are in motion, so I'll give you some time to type these out. All right. Crystal shares, the C.Styles, taking the time to build all the businesses and life dreams and goals, even being tired. I heard. Giving time and grace for our relationships to grow and not allowing the moments to get me down or discourage me. I heard that. So the areas of motivation that is needed is in business and building out your dream. I feel you, and getting your goals done. And it sounds like in relationships, keeping those healthy and strong. Listen, this is a spectrum of things, but completely relatable and understandable and heavy. I would ask you, do you have a way to kind of like separate it out in your mind? And this is kind of me talking to myself as well. You just sparked a question. And anybody else that has an answer, are there ways that you've discovered that you can separate the different areas of life, to make them feel a little less overwhelming, as far as like, working on your dreams and things like that, of romantic, familial, work relationships, all of those things in this pot? Are there ways that you guys have discovered to kind of compartmentalize these different things to make management of them easier? Thank you, Crystal, for sharing that. That was really, yeah, it's extremely relatable. Extremely relatable. All right. So again, if you have just now joined us, this is Mattie Mondays, where we do different music in different ways. And we have built a community where we talk through, around, and with the creative arts of music and other things. And we just speak to what our community needs, and things that we just come up against, whether we're in the field of music, in health and arts and culinary, all of those different realms that we all connect, and we find ourselves, we still go through the same things. And this is a space that we've created where we talk these out. I come and share, and we exchange transparently. And motivation is a big one in this moment that I found myself needing. I found myself going at a slower pace. And a big part I know is ego, because it hasn't even been really deadlines that I'm struggling with. It's just I'm used to a certain pace of an ability to get things done and created. And in this moment in time, I'm finding myself struggling with that. And a big part of it is just motivation and energy. And I wanted to come through and talk it out with you guys to share how that looks in my world in the moment and to see how it looks in yours. All right, so I saw some names pop up in here. Shout out to Clef in the building. Thank you for popping through here. 3+1 member. One of the beautiful, strong, powerful voices that you hear on those records. Clef shares live in the moment, and think positive so you can enjoy all of those aspects of life. Heard. Okay, so that's a way that you compartmentalize, and I love that. I'm gonna say it again. Clef shares a way to, and this is what I believe is a response to a way to compartmentalize those different areas of life to stay motivated, because it's a lot and overwhelming. But Clef shares to live in the moment and to think positive so you can enjoy all those aspects of life. That's real. Again, earlier I shared the word breathe, which is a way of doing that in a sense of bringing you back to the moment, bringing you back into your body and slowing you down. Thank you for sharing that, Clef. All right, musician Taylor shares having more motivation, manage my personal life and all the other lives I have to help manage. Heard that. A lot of tasks, goals, and future goals that I have to be thought of and eventually execute. Yes, I can only imagine, because I know that my things are on your plate as well. Yes, so having to manage all the things that are Chevy, musician Taylors, and all the things that are everybody else that needs you. Yes, that's a huge one. That's a huge one. And having to show up and execute in the way that they expect you. And not having to, but I know that's always in our mind. Like, how do they expect me to show up? Is what we are caught in. Not for sure. Not for sure. No, 100%. 100%. Yes, and thank you. Thank you, Clef. All right. All right. So if you still have something to share of an area that you can use motivation, make sure you take a moment to drop it here in the comments. And then the second part, if you have some more ideas of how to tackle this, to share with the space, with the community, the Mattie Mondays community, take a moment and drop that in here right now as well. Again, thank you guys. And I did not start the stream with this, but definitely want to make sure I make room for it every time. Just giving you guys, and thank you. I thank you for being present, for showing up, for being active, for adding to the space, for the exchange that you guys have committed to and commit to every Monday, being here and vocalizing and sharing and inputting in what we have going on, what we're talking about. I am grateful for that, and I'm thankful for that. So thank y'all. Thank you. Everybody that is present and will catch this at a later date and moment in time. I am thankful. Again, you guys are a huge part of my motivation. Having a first half of my day, middle half of my day, and being a little drained by the time 6 o'clock hit. The motivation to get up, get moving, to set up, to prepare, to have my notes, to have my thoughts in order, is 100% because of you guys, and the commitment I made and the commitment you've made. Crystal texting like, "Hey, where's the link?" It's needed. I appreciate the accountability, and again, showing up for others. Like my mom said, taking the focus off of yourself, off of I don't feel like it, to no, I am. I need to show up in this moment for them and to share and take this opportunity to talk this through. But you guys are a huge part of my motivation. So I definitely appreciate this platform, this community that we are building in Mattie Mondays. So yes, a huge gem again, Mom, of taking the focus off of yourself, and in this example, make sure you focus on others and show up for them. It's definitely super helpful. Make sure I don't miss a beat on these notes and the intentions of things I wanted to speak out loud and share in this moment. I see y'all showing. We love being here. Thank you. I appreciate y'all being here for sure. And shout out to everybody. Love from Twin to Mama Mattie. Love from Mama Mattie to the chat and to the space. Shout out to everybody who I see out in these events and in real time that even reference Mattie Mondays. I really appreciate that. It's super cool. From my cousin, shout out to Tristine and Jeff. on their new edition coming to us soon. I got to attend their baby shower this weekend, but my cousin's friend Liz is saying, "Hey, don't you got Mattie Mondays?" And then over to the next event, having someone reference like, "Yeah, I've seen your stuff. Don't you got like a Mattie Mondays thing?" So, guys, we are growing. Eyes are on us. And even at the panel, they made it a point to say that, it's always, always somebody watching you. People are watching, even if they don't like it, like physically, double tap or thumbs up or leave a comment or show that they are present. People are watching. People are present. So that thought just came through. So I just wanted to flow with it and share that. So yes, thank you everybody for the support. From being up front and center with your chairs pulled up in the middle of the room, typing, sharing, to those who are kind of sitting on the outside watching, and giving good energy. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So we have a special gem that I would love to share. I am doing my best to try and get this thing loaded up. So I'm going to give it one more go before we depart and leave this space and get into our week. So I'm going to get back to this control center, pull this up. But in the meantime, okay, hold on, wait, let me get back into these comments. So what do we have here? Mama Mattie shares, give without remembering and receive without forgetting. I love that. That's dope. What does that come? Is it a Bible quote? I like that. Give without remembering and receive without forgetting. I love it. All right, Chevy shares, motivation is needed at all times. Facts. The love for something you're doing always helps you get up and get after it. Facts. There we go. What's up, Angel in the building? Always great to see your name pop up. Hey, Angel. Hey, girls. Hey, Danielle, Tanaja. I'm sure you are not far. Thank y'all for being here and popping through. Yes, Mama Mattie just dropped the word. Angel, if you're just now, you might have been listening the whole time, but if you are just now joining us tonight, we are talking just motivation, how we are doing our best and ways we're doing, being mindful of staying motivated, what areas we need that motivation in, and and how we can kind of just stay with it for real. A big one, I think the biggest one for me, walking away from this conversation in this moment is, just taking the focus off of yourself, even if that means I have a task to do. But instead of focusing on, I have to do it because, this is what they expect of me. But like, I need to do it because this is what's going to help myself and my team get to the next level, to the next step. Those thoughts and those pieces of motivation absolutely often pass through my mind for sure as well. So those are things. But also, and I cannot leave, I'll be remiss if I leave without mentioning this. It is okay inside of that grace for yourself to give yourself time to truly recharge. Again, I was speaking to it earlier. I think sometimes we might take moments and take days, but even when we think that we are resting, sometimes we really aren't. So I think it'll do us well to be mindful of how we're breaking, and just monitor ourselves to see if we are truly resting, if we are truly stepping away, not just physically but mentally, from the things that are taxing and a bit draining at times. So that's something to be thoughtful of and to consider. All right, y'all. It's fighting back. I do want to say, give me just a moment. I'm going to give this a go. I'm going to give this a go here. I really want to share this I really want to share this piece before we depart. All right, Angel, let me get back in there so I could your comment pop up. All right, Angel shares, just doing. I literally worked out in a dress yesterday. I haven't worked out today. Oh, gee. Yes. A lot of times, I think what I'm reading or hearing you say is sometimes you just got to get up and make it happen, pushing through, even when the motivation might not exist for real in the way that we expect it to be there. All right. I'm gonna give this another try because I just want you guys to hear it. So what I am working to load up on, and I'll talk it through as I give it one more attempt. But Twin sent me a DM on Instagram, and it was just speaking to um, just getting music out, getting our art out, sharing. I just got deja vu. Am I supposed to say that in the live stream? But just getting, sharing our work. We're gonna die with a lot of our work, but there's a piece of music that him and I created some years ago, and I've shared it here on the platform. But when he sent that post, it made me think of that song, and it made me just think of, which is the reason why we played it in the past on the platform. We just haven't released it officially, but it just made me think of how it could be out in the universe eventually, and we're going to definitely put that together. But doing like work and inspiring. The record is called Human. For those who haven't heard it before, or it's been a while and you don't remember, it just speaks to, well, it doesn't speak to it. It's me writing and sharing a moment in time where it's like, hey, I'm human. I'm tired. I know. The expectation is, yeah, Mattie's gonna get it done. She's gonna show up, and I will, and I do, 99.9% of the time. And maybe not in the time frame that is expected always, but this record is just saying, I'm human. Yes, I may be considered the strong person or the strong friend or whatever in moments, in some scenarios, but we all get tired. We all need a boost. We all need a hand. We all need a lift. And that's what I was expressing and sharing in this song, in this moment. And this goes right in hand with this conversation. But I am struggling to get it uploaded, and I do not want to go away. This is where I need a moderator, but I'm going to give it uno mas attempt. All right, let me see. All right. No, for sure. Appreciate that. Again, Human, produced by Twin. Daryl Twin Smith. Grinding Entertainment. Musician Tailors. It's Fighting Back. And again, this was a last minute ask of Twin. So I don't know if it's going to upload, but I am attempting for the third time. Maybe it doesn't, but it's all good. I'll definitely be back around to share it. But just a great cherry on top for this conversation that I'm attempting. But however it shakes out in this moment, thank you guys again for joining this conversation, for sharing. I know a lot of times just talking it out and talking it through, and just being in a space where we can relate to one another is super helpful, and it is a charge in and of itself. Remember to lean on your community, or you can, even if it just looks like expressing what's going on, with no intent for even feedback. We just need to get it out, to talk it out, to share. Lean on your community. Lean on your community. Mattie Mondays is here. I know most all of us talk. I talk to you guys offline in different ways in exchange. But whatever communities, other collectives that you have, lean on them in the trusted spaces. I know every relationship is different, but lean where you can, for sure. Do not be afraid to do so. and see it as a gift to be able to do it. And I know a lot of times it takes strength to do it, but it's a gift to have those outlets and relationships. And guys, it looks like we made it. Oh, don't even see. Give me a couple more seconds. It looks like it's processing. Let me see if it translates, and hopefully we'll be able to share. And we'll take it out with this record, Human. Before we depart in this moment, if you have anything else to share, to express, drop it in the comment and let me know, like what are you gonna use as a focus of motivation for you this week? Yes, let me know. Let me know what Rome wasn't built in one day. For sure. Yes, Rome was not built alone, nor was it built in one day. That's a fact. That's a big one. It was not done alone. Yeah, it was not done alone. It's not done alone. Community is important. Whether it's familial, in your creative teams, yeah, it's important. Romantic relationships, it's partnership. All right, so it looks as though we have got it loaded. Y'all, let me go double check here to confirm. And yes, we are right here about to touch 9 p.m. So I'm not going to hold you guys too much longer, but I did want to get this loaded up. All right, hit this command center. Get back in these comments. All right, so you guys know how we do. Tonight, we are going to depart a little bit differently. We are going to play the unreleased record called Human, written and performed by myself. Just a conversation about, not being perfect, not being Superwoman. And it's produced by Darrell Twin Smith and mixed by Darrell Twin Smith. Again, we are just in conversation, twin hop right on it. Literally under a week ago, just talking through it, and he's been on top of it, just getting the levels right. And it's just something that we're just gonna talk about, get with the team and figure out the moment in time. But tonight it just felt right to share. So I sent that text and Twin said for sure. So here we go, Human. Stick around, check out the record. You know how we do. Comment through it. Let me know how you're feeling. And I love you guys. I am thankful for you. I am Mattie B, songwriter, creative. This is Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. And let's stay motivated, y'all. All right, here we go. Human. Yeah, stick around, show some love, and yeah, share your thoughts. All right, y'all have a great week. Give yourself some grace and allow others grace around you.
Everyone's consistent in their consistency, missing all the signs. Everyone's oblivious. At times I think they just can't see the turmoil inside. Am I that good at keeping on my game face? I need to let some walls down. You look surprised when I start losing patience, when the bow breaks from all of the weight. All the time I feel, but I hardly deal. I'm taking time to heal. I get tired sometimes. I time for no complaining. I let the pen spill it out. Lean for me like a tear when it drop, yeah. All on deaf ears, no response. It disappears like it's falling in the ocean. Cause it don't make a sound, no.